everybody, Charis here, and what I want to talk to you about in this video is the new evolution of the Bliss Out retreats that I host. And I don't always talk about them, especially in videos, because, I don't know, usually my videos are just to disseminate information, but because there is going to be such a shift in the way that the Bliss Outs are held, I wanted to let everybody know and just get it out there so you guys will be able to participate if you want to. So first, what are the Bliss Outs? Well, last year I realized that one of my unique gifts, just like we all have talents in the physical world, we also have talents energetically and just natural stuff that we happen to be good at. One of mine is in interacting with the person and bringing up what their natural gifts are. And that's also how I do my readings. I can kind of see into people and see, well, your mission has to do with this and this and this. And so what I realized was, rather than needing to go to a conventional kind of mystery school or esoteric training program, you could get people together with like-minded kindred spirits, and you could give them as much high vibrational activities and conversation and energy and cool food and stuff like that as possible, and they would blossom on their own. And so what ends up happening at a Bliss Out is there's this incredible interpersonal alchemy that happens along with the activities and along with the land where we are at the Bliss Out. And so people come away really magically charged up. And for the first one we did at Mount Shasta last year, a lot of people said that it was the best weekend of their lives. So that's pretty good, and it really aligned with exactly what my vision was in doing the Bliss Outs. However, there was an issue with them that I've had ever since the inception of the Bliss Out idea, and that was that they were pricey. I really didn't like that you had to drop a couple $1,000s for one weekend, even though it was an incredible weekend and we had to pay for what we were doing, and travel is expensive and you got to get childcare and all this kind of stuff, so it was necessary. I never liked it, and I didn't like it that I would get emails and I would have people saying, we really want to come, we feel called to come, but we can't because we can't afford it. But I didn't know what to do about that, and I didn't know how to bring the information and bring the energy to people without having it cost what it costed. Because if I had 100 people come to one Bliss Out, it wouldn't be a Bliss Out. There has to be an interpersonal element, and there has to be a real connection with the land. So then I stumbled on the reality that one of my other gifts is in bringing energy and healing vibrations through electronic media. So for instance, one of the intentions I had for this particular video is that it do a bit of a healing on anyone who watches it. So you might be feeling tingles, you might be feeling energy, you might not be feeling anything, because who knows for every specific person who might ever see this video. However, that was my goal. So if you're feeling your chakras opening, if you're feeling your forehead tingling, that's probably what's coming through, just because that's something that happens to be in my equation as a person. And the point behind a Bliss Out is that the people who are attracted to this type of thing tend to be light workers, tend to be givers, tend to be people who take care of others and inspire others and show the way forward in this particular aspect of human evolution by living their truth, which is spiritual, right? And if you are one of those people, you'll notice that it's likely that you get drained a lot, and it's likely that sometimes everyone around you feels like you guide them, but you feel lost and you feel depleted. And so if you're empty, how are you going to fill everybody else up? So when you give out this delicious, amazing energy, it's blessing. You bless someone, you bless an experience, you bless a location. But when you bring that same energy into yourself, that's what the feeling of bliss is. You're blessing yourself through bliss. And the feeling of bliss is healing, and it's activating, and it allows you to get on your own path too. So that's why the Bliss Outs are named what they're named. So the next phase, after I figured out that I really didn't like the priciness of it, I really didn't like how it wasn't available to everyone, was that we decided to make them digital. And so they're no longer going to be something that you physically come to. Rather, what it is that first we can charge about 1/10 of what it would have costed altogether in the beginning, which I'm just stoked about. And rather than needing to take off work, leave home, get a plane ticket, get someone to watch your kids, whatever, you just stay at home and you order the Bliss Out, and then a couple things happen. One, you talk to us live every day while we're there making it for you. And we set specific intentions, and each Bliss Out is going to be different depending on the location where it's filmed and held. For instance, the one in May is going to be in Sedona, and I'll tell you why that's important in a second. But what you do is you receive those vibrations of the land wherever you are. And so then, rather than having to go and travel somewhere and get charged up there and then bring that home and try to make it happen at home when you're back into your old whatever the stuff you're marinating energetically is there, you can get activated at home. And so you have the energy from the place where the Bliss Out was held coming to you through this electronic media, not only through the conversations we have live, which is just a tiny little piece of it, but mostly through the stuff that you get afterward, after we filmed it, after we've charged it up, after, if you want to, you've ordered the equipment that comes that lets you do everything at home. Every ritual we do, you can do at home. I've partnered up with Athena Ziegler, who's this amazing intuitive aromatherapist and one of the most magical people I know, and she'll send you a specific blend that's made just for this Bliss Out and all these kinds of things, so that you have the alchemy made by the place where you are, along with the people that you interact with that are doing it at the same time, so you'll be interacting with them online, and also the natural energy of where you are yourself. So this is a very different energy than the original Bliss Outs, and I personally think it's much better. So that's what's going to happen with these. And so how it works is that you'll sign up, you'll get the information, and then afterwards you can unpack it and do it at your home for about a weekend or so. So yeah, that's how it goes. And if you're interested, I'll put the link below in the info for this video. And go in peace, have a great day, and maybe I'll see you at one of them.